Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mindspun, your channel for your music fix. And today, we're gonna talk about the forthcoming album from one of Ozzy Osbourne's offspring. Which one? Well, Kelly Osbourne? Nope. Jack Osbourne? Nope. We are talking about Osbourne's daughter, Aimée Osbourne, who will be releasing her debut album, Pacare ad Amare. The album has 2 singles out now for your listening pleasure, Shared Something with the Night, and the recently released House of Lies, which were released on July 23rd and September 17th, respectively, under her moniker ARO, which spell out her initials Aimée Rachel Osbourne. The singles have a dark, atmospheric pop rock vibe to them, and I honestly enjoyed both tracks. They didn't blow me away, but I think it's music really well done. I enjoyed the mix, and the vibe she has while singing with the instrumentals mix pretty well. For example, I really enjoyed the intro to Share Something with the Night. Those instrumentals really create an eerie vibe that is kind of haunting, and the melodic line that she creates with her voice really makes for an interesting blend. The latest single, House of Lies, has more of an 80s dark synth pop vibe. Think Stranger Things. That I enjoyed too, but I think the first single has a more appealing vibe for me. And regarding the lyrics for House of Lies, there's an interview with Alt Press where she talks about how the song is about feeling those ties to someone that you don't particularly want to feel. You tell yourself that they're not there, but they very much are. As for the band ARO, it features bassist Greco Burato, keyboardist Eric Scullen, and drummer Brendan Buckley. The band will give their debut live performance on a live stream from LA's Hotel Cafe next weekend on September 26th. ARO's debut record, Pacare ad Amare, whose title is Latin for To Be Free and Loved, will be released on October 30th via Make Records. Now let's get to know Aimée Osbourne. Since if you ever watched The Osbournes, the swear word-filled early 2000s reality TV show that followed the chaotic family life of Black Sabbath singer and heavy metal solo artist Ozzy Osbourne, Sharon! His music manager wife Sharon and their kids Jack and Kelly, you might not remember their sister Aimée. Well, she is an English-American actress and singer. She is the eldest daughter of Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, being 37 years old, and while her siblings Jack and Kelly achieved pop culture fame for appearing in the family's MTV reality series, the more private Aimée declined to appear on the show, and she moved out aged 16 to avoid the MTV camera crew stationed at her family's home. She only appears in occasional cameos, either blurred out or obscured, or mentioned by other family members. Last month, Osbourne explained her decision not to appear alongside her family on the reality show The Osbournes. She said the following: "To me, I had grown up around having a pretty well-known dad anyway, and I always really valued my privacy within that family. For me personally, for who I am, as far as morally, and also just to give myself a chance to actually develop into a human being as opposed to just being remembered for being a teenager, it didn't really line up with what I saw my future as. I felt if I had stayed with the Osbournes and done the whole thing, I would have been typecast right away." Even though Aimée opted out of the show, her siblings Kelly and Jack were a regular part of the chaos and became celebrities in their own right thanks to the show. Speaking to The Independent in 2015, Aimée described her relationship with her siblings. "I wouldn't say there's an ease between us, but there is an acceptance. Do we socialize? Not really. But Aimée and Kelly were next door neighbors for a short while back in 2014. But after a year, both sisters put their respective West Hollywood houses up for sale." So, as we can see, Aimée likes to keep a lower profile, but she is a singer and a musician with a debut album on the way. She sees a creative project as being separate from her life. She said the following regarding this decision: "I don't think I will ever cross-contaminate my private life and my family life with my public and professional world," she told Rolling Stone. "For me, nothing's more important than having a very clear boundary between the two. That is just a part of who I am." And going a little bit back, her music journey started 5 years ago when Aimée started releasing music as ARO. The debut single Raining Gold, which sounds like Massey Star meets Nine Inch Nails but without the heaviness, and her vocals and the visual style also remind me of Lana Del Rey. The dark and intro to James Bond movie sound-alike Cocaine Style followed the same year, along with 2016's I Can Change. Aimée has previously cited both PJ Harvey and Massive Attack as major influences, and it shows. In her first single in 4 years, Shared Something with the Night from her new album. Now going back to her acting career, she hasn't stayed away from TV entirely, since she has given the small screen a try elsewhere. A year after The Osbournes first aired, she appeared in a cool and very Californian remake of Wuthering Heights by MTV, which brought Emily Bronte's classic gothic novel into the present day. Over a decade later, she also appeared in Postman Pat the Movie, an oddly dystopian film in which Pat faces being replaced by a robotic postman so that the boss could save some money on the budget. So, if you haven't listened to anything by Aimée and you are a fan of PJ Harvey, Massive Attack, or synth pop in general, go check out her latest singles House of Lies and Share Something with the Night from her forthcoming album Bacare Adamare. And let us know in the comment section if you enjoyed those tracks. Also, if you enjoyed this video about Aimée, her band ARO, and her life background being the daughter of Ozzy Osbourne, give us a like, subscribe to our channel for more musical content, and if you can, give us some feedback on our channel, since we are always searching ways to provide the best content we can. Anyways, that is it for this episode, and we will see you all next time. Please stay safe, everyone.